Okay. Whoa.
3, 2, 1.
Tetris!
And we are away. I'm very interested.
Oh, Wallbant needs a moment, but the rest.
I'm very interested to see the strategy. It seems like 3 of our players have decided to play 19 start, and one of them, Wallbant, has decided to play 18 start. If you get all the games to kill screen, on 18 start you'll probably get about 9 games in. Sorry, super kill screen I should say, not kill screen. But if you play 19 start, you could get an extra game, get a 10th game in there, and that could be the difference maker. But also, if you then ET 2 of the games, or get a 900 or something. So it's about the balance of what you can consistently get, and the speed at which you can get them.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's pertinent you mentioned that 900 because that is the biggest threshold in terms of points. Every other 100,000 point benchmark is only an additional point, but going from 900 to a max out is 2 points,
Yes.
and it is a big one. You can see how devastated the players were in earlier call spots whenever they're just short of a max out.
Yeah, there's not a worse feeling because it's just 10 minutes of wasted time.
Exactly, especially if it's like a bit of a suffer game because this caliber of player, I think anything short of a max out into 29 is a bit disappointing. And that is why consistency is so important. But like you mentioned, qualifying is always a balance between taking risks to access those higher peaks and trying to maintain a consistent rhythm.
And speaking of consistency, RedShurt is going to top out here at 200k, so a bit of a dud on the first try for RedShurt, but still plenty of time in the qualifier.
Yeah.
Let's see. ID Kirby is leading the pack with 339k, so very good pace, 93% Tetris rate.
Yeah. The call duration is a bit shorter this year, 90 minutes compared to 2 hours, but I think 90 minutes is still plenty of time to feel the ebbs and flows of maintaining focus, of trying to keep your peak performance. So, it's disappointing one early top out maybe, it's how you respond to it. That is all the more important.
Yes, and that is very true because Tuggy is honorary Brit. I agree, Freeze.
Kirby and Rhubarb still on their first games, chipping along, both crossing the 100 line turn. Kirby on great pace, 5:17, and that is where you want to be. I think earlier the commentary team was noting like a 1.1 into 29 was a really desirable benchmark to be hitting. It's doesn't require too much of
Rhubarb is going to
pace.
top out there at 300k, so a bit of a dud there.
But also gives you a guaranteed 3 points before the kill screen.
Yeah, of course, and 1.1 is probably the upper limit of what someone could reliably do every single game, regardless of pieces.
Exactly.
Maybe a god could get a 1.2 every game. But.
A Dengler, perhaps. Dengler will be joining us tomorrow.
Yes.
Yeah.
A last-minute addition to the attendance list.
Yeah, because we weren't really sure what was going on with Dengler until very recently. We're so happy that he can join us, but he'll be qualifying Saturday morning, so definitely tune in then. Saturday morning's a bit weird because it's just for people who have no other option, and that's exactly what it's there for. Yeah. Kirby is going to enter level 20 with 744,000 points. Great game, on track for a high pace into 29.
Well, it's a bit early in
Yeah.
post to tell, but I'd say this is about a 1.2 pace so far.
Yeah.
Could easily get 800k and actually only 1,000 points behind that benchmark at 151 lines, so 59 lines. So a really good strong start for ID Kirby, and you can see this difference maker that the 19 start yields, because Wallbant has just transitioned just now at 550
Of his initial 18 start.
of his 18 start, of course, compared to
And
Kirby's 19 start, 28 lines ahead. So that's
Yeah.
the difference that you can see.
Wallbant doing well for himself as well on max out pace. I think that's just what you're looking for. Can we talk a little bit about these players themselves, their histories, what they're looking for in this year's CTWC?
Yes, RedShurt is someone who hasn't really played a lot of comp this year. He played CTL last year, I think, quite a bit, but not a frequent of CTM, the monthly Masters tournament.
Yeah. The great thing about CTWC is that... Oop, there's a cowbell. The great thing about CTWC is that it attracts a bunch of kind of like veteran players who used to be active in the online scene, but not so much anymore out of like lack of interest or maybe growing responsibilities. But every year you can see them all return and show everyone what they're made of.
Yeah, compare that to ID Kirby, who is someone who, in my opinion, has risen some of the most in the last year. I will say I think his form has waned in the month leading up to the CTWC, but he looks really strong here, getting the max out with A34 into level 28. So looks to be locked in just in time. Wallbant, on the other hand, could make a max out of this pace, maybe a bit below where he'd want it to be.
Kirby set up for the Tetris into 29, gets that 1.1, and has got a nice clean board to start setting up for Tetrises.
Yes, 3 points on the board for ID Kirby, takes the triple, playing it safe. Let's see how he navigates this situation.
Yeah. Ooh, missed 5-tap, but recovers it.
This is a diggable board. It's not going to be easy. He needs a few specific pieces and a few 5-taps. One of them he gets. Would love an L, gets it. Would love an L again, or a J now, gets it again with the 5-tap, and
lovely composure.
Stabilizing a bit.
From Kirby.
Yep. Not out of the woods yet. Still an awkward situation, especially with that missed 5-tap. Gets the T over to the left. And misses.
But those bars are going to be fatal.
The bars.
Kirby still hangs on to those 3 points he earned into 29, but is not going to get any more. But still a solid start. Points on the board. Points on the board, I say, as Wallbant enters 29 with that max out. That is his 2 points. I'm looking for more. It's got a bit of mess at the bottom, but cleaning it up nicely.
Would need a C to lead the CT3 pack. Looking for the Tetris. Creates an overhang. Doesn't want to tuck anything in there.
Yeah, did get the J, but not going to take that risk.
And now a long bar dependency forming. Could it turn into a center world Tetris? Yes, it can. A97 just needs a few more burns. 200 more points and takes the little single. Plays it safe. I think that's smart. Playing it safe when you're right on the boundary. Not going to set it up immediately.
Great play from Wallbant. Taking the daring risk for the center world Tetris, dirty center world Tetris, and just takes the singles to lock in those 3 points.
Ooh, misses the 5-tap. Needed an L, but the J
right now.
And inspiring, and he's going to get a 1.114, which will be 3 points on the board for Wallbant, just like ID Kirby. Now let's turn our attention to Rhubarb, who is the next furthest player on the screen right now. 788 on 23. Going to be looking for this 1.1.
But RedShurt is also doing well for himself. He's got a 633 with one more Tetris to go before 19. Setting up a great pace to enable some points on the board. There it is, 657. That's our best transition out of these 4 players so far.
With a long bar dependency here, looking for the long bar. It's not coming. Would want a square to burn that away cleanly, but isn't getting it. And now there's a little bit of weight on that long bar dependency. This might turn into an extended dig sequence, especially with that missed 4-tap over to the left-hand side. And an early tuck there with the double tucks to clean that up. Didn't decide to put that J over to the left-hand side where maybe it would have fit best, but navigating this dig sequence. Sees daylight now, just needs a long bar.
Nicely done from RedShurt. We love a couple bars here. Gonna cut it down with a J piece.
Meanwhile, Rhubarb 937 on 27. Definitely could get a max out. Could get as high as a 1.1 maybe? No, think not.
A bit lower than that.
High 1.0 into 29 seems to be what Rhubarb will be trying to go for.
Yeah.
With
that Tetris, he secures his 2 points on the board, but has got a nice flat board on 28, setting up for more. And there it is.
Tetris into 29, a long bar dependency and a couple of misdrops on the right-hand side. Didn't want to tuck that T in there. Let's see how he navigates this situation, which is definitely not easy. Opens up the long bar dependency,
Nice
gets a long bar
triple.
at the perfect time. Little bit of weight on this hole, but definitely a lot lower and more manageable now.
And that bar signals the end of that dig. Nicely done from Rhubarb. He's actually setting up on level 20. Unfortunately, blocks off the well just as the bar comes, but maintains composure to reopen it into level 31. Set up, still has to block it again. Really well done from Rhubarb to maintain composure in the face of these awkward pieces, but finally gets the Tetris into level 32. And there's the 3 points on the board for Rhubarb.
Let's see if he can be the first person on the CT3 roster to get that C. But a few overhangs here. It's going to be tricky. This is doable.
It's going to commit.
To put a long bar in the well.
Oh, can't get the square over, but gets the bar.
And doesn't get a 5-tap. And with a B52, Rhubarb, just like Wooly, who is topping out, and Kirby, is going to get 3 points on the board. Let's turn our attention to RedShurt, 957 on into 28 with the 994. Definitely could get a max out before the kill screen.
Yeah, let's see if RedShurt can keep pace with his contemporaries. Everyone seemed to opened up their qual with a 1.1. There's the cowbell for RedShurt.
I just remembered that the cowbell exists.
He's got 3 more burns to take and gets a Tetris into with A67.
Hey now. Little long bar dependency here. Let's see how he manages it. Gets that tuck. That's really important. And a burn. Gonna need some 5 taps. Gets the 5 taps. And is able to see daylight in this dig. Nice
setup on level
combo.
30. Waiting for the bar.
Ready. Nice skim with the T.
Another skim.
Needs a 5-tap, gets it, and a Tetris. 1.13. All 4 of these players have gotten a 1.1 so far. Another Tetris. RedShurt bearing down on a 1.2. A few troublesome pieces. That S
bar dependent
could only be put flat. Now bar dependent. Gets the burn and isn't going to be able to close out the 1.2, but a B71 is a solid score to open his account.
Sure is. And all 4 players keeping pace with each other with 1.1s to start out their quals. All of them had potential to add that extra point with 1.2, but maintaining scoring pace on the kill screen, it's just not a given even for these players.
But one variable is time. One variable is score. The second variable is time. We see that in the time it took RedShurt to get that 3-point game, ID Kirby is now at a 770 and bearing down on yet another high score.
Yeah, Rhubarb and RedShurt did early top for their first games. They did get straight into another game in which we saw their 1.1s, but...
And I did see Wallbant get a 200k top out at some point.
Oh, right.
So all 3 of these players a little bit behind. We see RedShurt Switching to 18 start, I didn't believe he was started on an 18 start. I think he started with 19
He
start.
started 19, yeah.
So an interesting shift of the strategy for RedShurt, looking to see if that consistency will trump the speed in which you can get scores away on the 19 start.
Kirby is going to take a Tetris into level 27 with the 900. He's going to secure some points, presumably before the kill screen as well. Ooh, overrolls that T piece, but gets another T to tuck in there. And nice tuck sequence there from Kirby to fix his left side.
A Tetris away, and change away from the max out. Gets that Tetris just 11,000 points from getting another scoring game. Let's see how he navigates this kill screen though. Could it be even more? 991 here, looking for the bar, a little drought forming, but the bar will come while the well is cleared. The next Tetris will take him into kill screen, gets the long bar and the Tetris, A33, and the cowbell is out for Kirby. A nice little skim there, interesting solve, is going to be in a dig sequence now. Gonna need to work for this 1.1. Would love an L or a J, gets a J that he burns flat. Now another LJ dependency.
Kirby trying to fix this board into level 31. Still has 40,000 points to go before he can secure that next point for another 1.1, but I'm sure he's hoping for more. His rolls are looking clean, setting up for the Tetris. Bar comes for the Tetris, gets that 1.1 into level 32, and he looks comfortable. Can he be the first 1.2 on the board in CT3? There's one Tetris.
That was an aggressive setup for that Tetris, but it paid off with a timely long bar. Let's see how he navigates this sequence. Makes a long bar dependency, but
ooh,
quite a few bars. That Akibal nearly cost him his life, but he did get bailed by another timely bar. Let's see how he navigates this left-hand side. Gets the fire
And that
tap.
single is going to give him the 1.2. That daring Tetris with the Akibar paid off, but can it pay off even more? Can he get out of this? Left side looks a bit weak. That's a perfect L piece though.
Oh, misses a couple of taps, and that's going to be it. All of a sudden, that's the thing about those difficult digs. One misdrop, and it's just over, because how can you react to that in time when you're halfway at the board?
The margins are just razor thin, but still, 4 points on the board for Kirby. I'm sure he's happy with that.
So 7 points now in total after 2 games. Already well on his way for qualifying, but Kirby, a strong player in his own right, will definitely be looking to get more than just qualifying. A good seed is what he'll be hoping for.
Jadestone cheering on RedShurt, Pacific Northwest represent. I believe we have another PNW representative. Oh, we have one on screen right now in CT1 in Eyeball representing Vancouver, the Canadian side of the border. And we also have Robot from Seattle. So quite the variety. Players coming over from all over the world, indeed, from all over the country. And Rhubarb is furthest along outside of our batch of 4 players. He looks comfortable.
RedShurt here, bit of a spire, hard to navigate. Opens up a well, actually,
Oof.
but an overroll of that L piece. He actually is going to reset that game.
Yeah.
Decided that pace wasn't worth continuing, especially after the wasted time that dig would bring.
Yeah.
Now, Wallbant and Rhubarb are both in the post-transition. Wallbant at 590 with a Tetris going up to 617. A strong pace for Wallbant on 21. Rhubarb, on the other hand, definitely a max-out pace. 811 on 25. His next Tetris will take him into 26.
Wallbant unfortunately underrolls that bar, but gets one right after to fix his stack. Gets the Tetris. And all 4 of our players waiting on the kill screen. Rhubarb and Wallbant closer.
Wallbant is a big supporter of the padless controller industry. And wasn't allowed to use his padless today, but next year and furthermore they will be allowing this new padless technology, so let's see if Wallbant's used to using an OEM controller and see if it affects his gameplay.
Yeah, exciting stuff in the world of Tetris controllers. I believe there's a limited edition Padless being sold here at the at the convention center. It's already sold out. Yeah, sure. It was highly limited run.
It was almost sold out yesterday, and there wasn't even anything happening yesterday.
Yeah.
Apart from volunteers and things.
Yeah, there's so much going on here at CTWC 2026. Obviously, we have our two main streams, CT1 and CT2, which you should, of course, check out. I also saw the TGM4 calls going on this morning. I saw Green Tea and Silly Shark dueling out for
very interesting.
The 1 seed. Thanks so much for Eureka for sponsoring the tournament, making all of this possible. Indeed, we had so much fun with TGM4 last year.
Oh, Wallbant, a spire of Z pieces, S pieces. A nice pole vault there.
That's a brilliant
really
triple.
Good triple. How is he going to navigate this board?
But needs a bit of help.
T to the left-hand side. Didn't know what to do with that long bar.
Yeah, a bit of a king bar there. Unfortunately, gonna
tie with 895, which is just not what you want. It's the worst possible outcome. 10 minutes wasted.
Yeah, it's
on
heartbreaking.
A score that doesn't score anything because there are no kickers anymore. Every sub-max score is just a waste because there are no kickers anymore. It's just your high score, as you can see on the right-hand side. Meanwhile, Rhubarb with this 1.2 didn't know what to do with that square piece. Now in a bit of a dig situation, can he get a left side tap? He does. And again, and now the board looks a lot lower and more manageable. S&Z burst, however, squigglies as Wiley would call it. And,
Rhubarb having a crapper game. He's the first person on CT3 to reach level 36 in this session. Can he go a bit further to reach that D on the screen? D on the screen is, of course, Rhubarb's specialty. Corner of the phrase. He's waiting on something to fill on the left side. Did get the pieces, but unfortunately couldn't execute them. Rhubarb's going to end with C63, but still a solid game and going to equal Kirby with 7 points on the board.
And Kirby is the only one in early post here. A little few minutes before he will have a game worth playing out. So let's... Briefly, we will thank one of our sponsors. Who should we choose? Let's choose Enhance.
Enhance is they're the developers of Luminous Arise 1. I'm sure you saw them a bit on Classic Tetris. Fractal was actually demoing the game, and they're the developers of Tetris Effect.
Yes,
of course.
Tetris Effective. But they have a new game, I'm told, of Luminous Rise, a heart-pumping fusion of addictive puzzle gameplay, thumping audio, and eye-popping visuals. Experience a synesthetic journey of sound and light through over 30 handcrafted stages where every block, every... Okay. These fucking...
Hey, Melinda.
Sorry. Every combo and every beat is a feast of senses. Let's briefly check back in on our players. ID Kirby with a 649.
Thanks for that, easy.
A decent pace here. Looking for the max out. Whether you're advancing the single-player mode, competing in multiplayer, or striving for the top of the leaderboard, the gameplay will draw you in, promising an irresistible allure of just one more round. Available now on PlayStation 5 and Steam. More information at luminous.game, TEC number 1.
Every other ad read is like 5 lines before that.
I realized that...
Thanks for the praise, Melando. I'll take it under consideration.
But while we were distracted, ID Kirby, unfortunately, had that 800k top out. It's another, well, you can only call it a wasted game, because that will score nothing and waste valuable time. An hour and 5 minutes remaining.
Thanks so much, number 1 agent, for the $10 contribution to the Matcherino. We're already up to $1,600. And of course, the prize pool is 100% fan supported and goes straight to the players. Crowd-funded.
Yes.
Yes. always love to see players get rewarded for their hard work. Encourages them to fly out, show off their talents, and it's all made possible.
As a player myself, I would like to say, please give me money.
Yeah, Easy does have a vested interest, so
I'm not impartial,
and
I am a beg. I am a big beg. I'm very greedy, so I would love it if you could put some money into the prize pool. ID Kirby getting a bit high here, quite early on at 18, so you'd actually rather top out here than top out with like 900k.
Although he could get out of this.
Oh,
nice
brilliant
pieces
board, brilliant
and
dig.
great execution from Kirby.
And an immediate long bar and a couple of long bars at that.
Yeah.
It's going to let him get out of that with his life. RedShurt, 561.
Another great pace from RedShurt. We already saw that 657 into a bit earlier that converted into his 1.1. Let's see if we can get another, perhaps a 1.2 to keep pace with Rhubarb and Kirby.
And I agree, Orlando. That was very good, in my opinion. Already got the 600k here, RedShurt. Could get as much as 650.
Rhubarb is sticking to those 19 starts.
Yeah.
Kirby, Wallbant, and RedShurt have all relented. Well, Wallbant started with 18 starts, but the other two started with 19 starts and opted for a bit more of a safer, calmer first 130 lines.
And RedShurt is in his 681. A little misdrop there, didn't know what to do with that L. This is a troublesome board and
But
fails the
that
tug,
T-
didn't get over. And that is going to be a top out for RedShurt at 682. And he's just going to take a walk around, reset his mentality. But he is pacing really well. So if he can close out these games, I have no doubt that RedShurt will get some great scores on the board. Rhubarb, however, 611 now at the post-transition. And Wally is going to go in at 540.
Tetris for Wallbant. He's looking for his... How many points does Wallbant have? 7? Oh, no, he's only got his 1.1, is that?
That's a good question. I don't think Wallbant has converted a second game yet, so I think he's still on 3. Rhubarb here, 773 on 22. This is a strong pace from Rhubarb. 800 now. Could get the 1.2 if he's able to convert it. Maybe even more if he's really efficient.
RedShirt's back, straight into another game. Kirby's a bit high. Needs something to the right side. Does get a double to bring it down a little. Gets the square over. Nice skim there. But kind of at the mercy of the pieces right now. Does get that 5 tap, but needs something else for that column 2. Another early top out for Kirby.
Yeah, definitely going to be disappointed with that. 91 lines in. That's not an insubstantial amount of time. Wally here, 756. Rhubarb, 871.
Well, a few of us want to see it too.
That's true.
Maybe they won't.
And now Rhubarb, 935 on 25. Definitely 1.2able this, but not the cleanest board. Gonna need some way to relieve this weight on those holes, and does.
Wallbant and Rhubarb getting some great games as they both enter level 26. Ooh, another 1.7 from Scooty. Crowd gives him some applause. Make sure to be multi-streaming all 4 of our Twitch streams, showing off our 16 most esteemed players in this call spot. They're all worth your attention. I remember last year when I was watching from home, I would have them all on different tabs, each with 2 streams each.
But of course,
darting between them.
of course, have sound on for classic Tetris number 3.
Yeah, we're the best commentators. Of
I
course,
agree.
Of course.
I agree.
Can't multi-stream commentary. Rhubarb is going to go into 29 with A44 with a nice flat board. Tetris for Rhubarb, only one more to get that 1.1. Rhubarb setting up on level 30.
And
Only
Wallbant gets the
8,000
max out.
Only
Tops out.
8,000 points until that 1.1. Unfortunately, Wallbant can't follow him. Rhubarb gets a couple of misdrops, but make sure to cash in that Tetris for the 1.1. But he's still going. This board's rising though. That center well is reopened, but now it's turned into column 3 chasm. Gets that square over. Well, this would be a heroic dig from Rhubarb.
These left-hand taps are so hard, but he's making it work. He's digging barely.
It's grueling.
And the well is open. Can he get a bar? Gets the bar.
Stuffs the bar in there.
It only burns one line, but now he is clean. The well is open. He could get Tetris ready here. But another misdrop. He is Tetris ready. Waiting for the bar. A drought forming.
Would love to see
Overtaps.
Rhubarb get rewarded for his heroics, but that JP standing on its end, unfortunately, going to spell the end of his game.
Just going to top out at 1.177.
Still good for 3 points, but I think the skill displayed there felt like it was worth a lot more, but still a little more time to prove his worth here. Rhubarb is going to go back to level 19, wants to get straight back into it.
Yep.
Feeling emboldened.
So Wallbant is on 5 points. And Rhubarb is now on 10.
Yeah, after those three points from the 1.1.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, our stats team is doing their best to keep us all updated.
Yes, Rhubarb is 7 now. So might be a 10 after this is reported. All our players early on now. So let's have a look around the grounds. Let's see. Interesting scores on the doors for Scooty. 17 points so far, about 1.7 high score. TT with a 1.6 and 14 points. That's a very impressive top score. Another 1.7 for Alex T. And Eyeball with 13 points as well has a 1.5. Deck with 10 points, the same as Rhubarb. Shadow Knight, who like Deck is off stream with 8 points. Just ahead of ID Kirby on this stream with 7. Other people qualifying now are Critical is 5 points, Wallbant here with 5 points, Floxe with 4 points on CT4, Trashman with 4 points after 2 max outs, and Tuggy likewise 4 points after 2 max outs. Then our fourth player, RedShurt, also has 3 points, Naui with 3 points, SV with 2 points on CT2. Gunter with 2 points after a max out, and Sharky yet to max out.
Yeah.
So that
I
is
just
the scores
saw-
on the doors around the ground.
I just saw a particularly heartbreaking game from Sharky. You got a 995 into 29.
Hate to see it.
Yeah. And the call format has changed, but the nature of those 900Ks has not. Still as devastating as they were before when we did number of max outs. Well, maybe even more now because they don't even give you a good kicker, as you said before.
Yeah, there's no kicker anymore, just for high score.
RedShurt is our furthest along player. He's entering level 22.
And of these players here, it is Rhubarb with the highest score so far, with the 1.26.
Yeah, I think Rhubarb has shown the most chops on kill screen with that excellent dig in his last game, although Ed Kirby is not far behind. We would love to see another game from him.
And I'd also say Rhubarb has appeared to be the most consistent player so far, despite being the only one who is stuck with 19 starts the whole time. Has gotten 3 games away now, which is more than anyone else here.
Yeah,
And on his
Rhubarb. Rhubarb is one of many esteemed players here at CTWC. Like as I said before, just because these players are on a tertiary stream doesn't mean they're not accomplished. I think he was the 2025 Midwest Regional Champion, beating Meme.
Which is like such an impressive feat because Meme is an incredible player.
RedShurt won the Portland Regional last year. Wallbant won the UWO Regional in 2024. So all of these players with decorated career. And here to show you what they're capable of. Kirby entering level 24 with a 783. RedShurt, an 854 on 26, now 27. He's going to be a little bit short of max out into 29 should this pace continue.
Yes. Another Tetris into 28. Isn't going to be able to get that max out into kill screen, but could get it with just a single Tetris on the kill screen, which is well within RedShirt's capabilities. Gets the Tetris into kill screen 977. It is so important that he manages to close out this max out at least. Let's see how he navigates a little tricky low situation. Oh, gets that 5 tap over to the left hand side, just 14k away into level 30.
Yeah, and you can see the importance of him taking those delayed burns in column 10. Don't want to risk these 2 points.
Just 5k away, and it's climbing. Can he squeeze out any more points?
5,000 points
on the left-hand side. Oh my god!
5 taps.
Oh my god!
Another double.
Oh, what
RedShurt clutches out
what
2
a clutch,
points.
2 points. I've never seen the like. That was an 8 left, which is so hard.
Those 5 taps right after a misdrop, they just make your heart skip a beat. And
I had no faith that he would be able to get any pieces over to the left-hand side in order to clutch out. But it wasn't just any pieces, it was a 5 tap with the long bar. So impressive, so difficult, and 2 points.
That's a huge, not only
added to
point
his
boost for RedShurt, but definitely a morale boost. I mean, the euphoria of thinking you're going from a wasted, upwards of 10 minutes to, a solid game on the board. You can't really understate it.
Definitely. And Rhubarb here in a tricky dig. Over the worst of it now, I think. It needs something over to the left-hand side, gets that L, stands it up, and looking for a way to open this well, which
Kirby.
he now does. Kirby with the max out, tops out at A64.
He's going to get some more points on the board.
Yep, no harm in that.
They're all keeping pace with each other. Very evenly matched, this CT3 gang. Let's see if Wallbant can keep up. He's got a game with pretty solid pace. Definitely a max out into 29 is very much achievable. Maybe even a little bit more. With an 800 before 26.
Yeah, definitely could be looking for a 1.1 if he has an efficient end of post. Rhubarb, on the other hand, is looking for the max out. I don't think Rhubarb is going to get the max out into the kill screen. But
He's got a nice center well set up here, one off the bottom. Cashes one in.
The long bar enters level 28 with 860, so probably
Might
a
gamble
900k.
for one more. The pieces are really punishing him for it.
He just will really want to get this max out.
Okay, flat burns the bar. I think that was the right move. Reopens the well, but it's not a Tetris, and some
and that
hesitancy
T.
with that T piece. I think it's going to seal the end of this game.
Actually, did manage to open the well, but closed it right as the lumbar came. Really nothing he could have done there, Rhubarb, after getting into that situation.
Wallbant also going to be tested on the kill screen with a sub-max out score.
He could get the max into, and he will.
Oh, there it is.
With an A04.
Oh, can't get that T over, so I don't think he's going to get any more. It's going to
No, he needs 5
tab.
left. 5 left, just outside of Wallbant's capabilities in that game. A tough tap for any person.
But another max is all that matters. Only 2 points for Wallbant.
And everyone is back to square one, back early. Let's see how these paces develop. with 50 minutes left on the qualifier, on the clock. Rhubarb currently has 10 points after that missed last game. Kirby is on 7, Wallbant on 5, and RedShurt still on 3. Don't know, it's not been up there.
RedShirt's on 5 actually, because
Alright.
he got that 1.1 earlier.
Yes, that is true. It's just
Yeah.
not been reported yet, so...
Yeah. I mean,
inputted yet.
beloved statisticians are trying to keep up with 20 plus players at the same time,
Yeah,
keeping up
no,
with a
yeah,
bunch
definitely.
of score runners.
I believe this is the most populous qual slot.
Yeah.
I think there's over 20 people playing off stream, so quite a few
Yeah.
scores to keep track of. Coming in all the time, our head of stats this year, Lucy, doing a wonderful job.
Yeah, Super Sub Lucy, also known as Pines Cutely, doing a great job this year, keeping everyone informed. Yeah, definitely, because it's afternoon now. It's 3:30 p.m. on the west coast of the US. Players got to maybe have some lunch, got some warm-up in, all ready to play their games.
On the board now, it is RedShurt with the highest score. Wally with the best pace though. RedShurt getting really high. Going to take that safe L to the right hand side. But this is not a strong left. Gets the long bar over to the right hand side to save the game. Wallbant, 98% Tetris rate so far, so strong pace from Wallbant. Everyone else, maybe a bit under pace, you could say.
You just heard some applause from the crowd in response to Alex getting 1.873. Yeah, talk about a popular call spot. We've got Scooty and Alex, perhaps two of the tournament's favorites, playing at the same time. I think both of them have Seed 1 aspirations on their mind, trying to follow up Sidnev and Dog.
Sidnev and Dog both were very impressive quals. A 1.9 from Dog. So it's going to be the top score of the day, even after that. Alex, 1.87.
Yeah.
11 points for that 1.9. I mean, that would get you in just in one game, probably, for gold.
Yeah.
Why don't people just do that?
Are they stupid?
Rhubarb here.
Ooh, bit of a suffer transition for RedShurt with 460, but no matter. A nice praise transition could definitely make up for it.
And games are made in the post transition. You can
Sure are.
get a lot of points. Even if you have like 800 or 900k into kill screen, you can still salvage a very respectable game. If you get those Tetrises, and if you make it to 39, where
Yep.
the Tetrises are like 48,000,
The
at level
scaling
39.
is so important in this game. It feels tempting to always maximize every single line you're given, but sometimes the optimal play is to just wait it out, play safe, and then go aggro when it really counts.
Especially in a qual format like this, where consistency is really rewarded.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, and I think that's illustrated by the fact that, Dog did get that 1.9, but Sidnev's more consistent but lesser scoring games resulted in greater point total.
RedShurt is going to reset that game. Interestingly, Rhubarb here, 612. ID Kirby, 497. We have two players approaching transition, one player in the post-transition. Let's see what Rhubarb can make of this game. The strongest player so far on this CT3 stream.
Rhubarb is going to take a Tetris to cross 700k into level 23. Very comfortable pace for him.
ID Kirby here, really high. And he just get to get that L over to the left-hand side. How he's going to navigate this dig is so, so high. Oh my god, barely opens it up with the last possible piece.
Just squares over.
A J, but gets S and Z burst.
3 S pieces in a row is not what you want to see.
Terrible for that stack.
16 rows up. Wallbant is going to join Rhubarb in the post transition with 576.
Yeah, Rhubarb, a strong pace. 852 on this level 25 speed. Really nice Tetris there. Opened up the well without having to take very many burns. And could get a 1.2 here into kill screen. And that would set him really well up for a strong game here. Another Tetris
for Rhubarb.
Didn't adjust for the bits.
Devastating.
Maybe a bit of bad fortune.
And we could see our first 1.1 into in the score session for Rhubarb.
Already gotten a max out.
Yeah.
4 Tetrises left to give, now 3. So yeah, could get this 1.1.
Yeah, this is exactly what you want to see, maximizing those points when it's the least dangerous. He has 2 more Tetrises left to give, and if he cashes them in, or not even,
maybe if
just
he
burning into
transition
29.
seems to be the safest play here.
Yeah.
I do believe, well, going for
that
the dirty
column 9
and gets
Tetris.
it. B32 now here for Rhubarb.
Great game for Rhubarb, and he's got a nice, clean, flat stack. Setting up for the Tetris on 29, cashes it in, enters
Looking
level
for a kill.
30 with B73.
Now,
Let's
is he going to
see
go for another
if
Tetris,
he
or is he
can
going to play it
get-
safe until the C? This is a dirty board, so going to need to do some digging nonetheless.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of digging on level 30. Rhubarb did prove victorious in his 1.2 we got earlier after a crucial dig on level 30. Let's see if
Setting
this
up
is the
here,
same.
getting droughted. Gets a Tetris, 1.23 for Rhubarb. Immediately, a bit of complications again. Gets a 5
Gets
tap.
that 5 tap to build out the left side. And that's going to enable a great down stack on level 32, potentially setting up hopes for a 1.3. 50,000 points left to go on level 33. It's got a nice flat stack.
Going
Set
for
up
the Tetris. The parity is really bad, so the square is going to make some holes, and now is going to need to do some digging, and this is a mid-high dig, but really nice skims with the long bar flat. Gonna get their Tetris, moving up to 1.3.
Bang.
It's the first 1.3
And there,
on CT3 in this session.
and there's the D on the screen for Rhubarb. Can we see a bit more? Just another dig. So
Oh,
much is
that
asked
J.
of him. But
Just
Rhubarb
didn't know where to
tops
put that
out
J.
with D14. An excellent,
3-1-4.
excellent game
Sorry,
for Rhubarb.
Dogpie.
I'm sure Duckpie would love that.
Dogpie, who is qualifying currently on CT4. Not played too much this year, but returning for CTWC.
Yeah. You love to see it. You love to see CTWC bring people out of retirement, out of inactivity.
Yeah.
Speaking of, Joseph, due to appear in his first CTWC since 2021.
He was meant to qual in this slot.
Yeah.
Isn't currently here, so let's
Yeah,
see if he can still
extenuating
get,
circumstances, unfortunately.
let's see if he still can make it. That I don't know.
But hopefully we see the return of the 2-time champ. Super exciting. We did see him reappear for, of course, Tab Masters last year, if you caught that. He was considering calling for CTM 1 month, but didn't get around to it. He's a busy guy.
Yeah,
you know,
doing
Masters in
now.
music. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here in California, actually.
Cool. Kirby now in the post-transition on this 19 start. He's gone back to the 19 start here and has a 551 at 132. So maybe Kirby has found the trick here. Gonna see if he can convert one of these games. It's been a few 900 top outs and things like that for Kirby. Kirby with a high left-hand side. Gets a dirty Tetris. Now it's a well in the middle. 600k here for Kirby. It's going to, with that L, clean it away. Nice clean stack here. And gets a Tetris. Moves into level 21 at a 63,000 point score.
Kirby, everyone on the screen right now has played in CTWC before. We have seen a couple debutants. One on CT2 actually, Critical Lapis, of course. Someone whose improvement has been so rapid that some people have been saying is a top 16 contender.
Yeah.
Maybe even further. But everyone in front of you has been on this stage before. Kirby played in 2024 as a tapper, making gold bracket, and then played last year as a roller.
Again, making gold bracket.
Again, making gold bracket. Same with RedShurt, Rhubarb, and Wallbant.
Was RedShurt here last year?
Last year?
I think he was. I can't remember.
I think so. Definitely was the year before.
RedShurt, speaking of the devil, with this 800k in 23, so an efficient rest of his game could see him get a 1.2 into, but
needs to open that
pace.
well, but does so. Nicely done from RedShurt. Wallbant's board climbing a little.
Gonna need to get this clean before the kill screen. That L is perfect. The perfect triple.
Sure you heard an exclamation from commentators on CT1. Alex dealing with an extremely high board on 36. Gonna end
top out with 1.5. And Rhubarb is someone I definitely think has improved quite a bit recently in 2026. We've seen him in Masters, where he's had quite strong performances.
Yeah. Yeah, came back to CTM to sharpen his skills before CTWC and played pretty great. I'm sure you actually have personal history with Rhubarb, don't you?
Wow, he beat me in CTM.
Yeah, sorry to bring that up.
Yeah, very helpful.
It was a great match. It was a great match.
And he's not always someone who frequents the online tournaments, but he loves an in-person event.
Yes.
One of the most, if not the most, appearances in regionals ever.
He's in the top 5 by games played.
Yeah.
Ed Kirby, we bring our attention to his A84, really looking for that 1.1. That column 10 is built out, but that column 1 isn't. Gets the 5-tap though with that L pace, but needs some help here, and unfortunately,
and an A90.
10,000 points short. Oh, RedShurt is looking for a 1.2. And with that Tetris, it's going to be 4,000 points until he can get that 4th point. And there it is. And a great bounce back from RedShurt after a couple of disappointing early top outs.
Yeah, this is a really strong pace, but not a strong stack. Set up, going for the dirty Tetris, and doesn't get a 5-tap.
That was ballsy.
That was ballsy.
But he knew he had the 1.2 in the bag.
Yeah.
I think it was gambling just a little bit.
I think that's an interesting realm of strategy. If you're nearing the next point boundary, you can play a bit more safe, maybe even line out for a little bit to really secure that next point, and then when you
especially
when you get it, you can go boost the walls.
Yeah, especially when you're in a digging situation like that, where even if you're playing safe, survival seems unlikely.
Definitely, but another 1.2 here for RedShurt. Wallbant is on a very strong pace here. 75% Tetris rate into level 25 and 900. Definitely could get a 1.1 into 29 here.
Nice J-spin from Kirby. Is returning to the 19 star. Ooh, there's some tuck dependencies there. Does get the J-tuck, but needs a
could have done a J-tuck there, but chose not to, or maybe didn't see it. Does end up getting the T-tuck.
Gets the pieces. I mean, 3 bands. Oh, overall's the S though. This could be fixed though with a few nice pieces. Yeah, these solutions are always interesting to look at. Just gonna throw a T in there though.
I'm curious to see what Kirby's 4-tap technique is. because he has overrolled it to the left-hand side a couple of times and ended up getting a 5-tap. I'm wondering if he is one of those people who do 5-tap their 4-taps and accidentally ended up being a little bit too quick with that one. Which is an interesting problem to have in the roll era, being too quick, but it does happen. If you're too fast, you could overroll something, or you could have an input be too quick and it would get missed by the game, and you end up skipping that input.
Oh, Wallbant with the 1.1 into 29, already secured the 4 points and looking for more. The 3 points, I should say, sorry.
Gonna go aggressive.
Ooh. Sets up a delayed burn and gets her open with the Tetris into level 30, halfway to that 1.2 threshold.
Yeah, that was a risky play. Managed to get the long bar. Risk of the board falling apart there, but ended up getting it. Now he's at B58. That
Rhubarb
5-tap.
also in the kill screen, getting a Tetris on level 30 to secure that max out.
Wallbant waiting for a piece. The L will leave. Wait on that hole, and he's going to top out at B67. Let's turn our attention to Rhubarb down at the bottom right-hand side, A24.
Also on level 31, but his board is much cleaner, and that was a daring placement of the S space, but had the confidence to get the bar over anyway.
Could play a bit safe, but
oh, you say save. I thought he was setting up for column 3 for a bit.
Ends up bringing it down.
Might set up column 7 here, but has to block it off for a bit. And there's the 1.1 for Rhubarb, and he's just been collecting him. And that's this qualifier really rewards 1.1s, 1.2s, but I'm sure he's hoping for more. His kill screen composure definitely seems to demonstrate he's capable of it. Takes a triple and a Tetris, gets the 1.2 into level 35. Can we see another D on the screen for Rhubarb? Bar dependent, has to block it off with a J piece.
Love a T. The square can only cover that hole. Now needs a little bit of a dig. That's a really good bar actually, and gets something to the right-hand side, left-hand side. Still with the 1.2, only 3 levels to go, and that misdrop will spell the end of that game. 1.226 for Rhubarb, another 4 points on the board.
Very gritty game from Rhubarb, was kind of playing on floor 4 for most of kill screen.
Yeah. And all our players are now early. Kirby with another couple of early tops.
And that's going to give Rhubarb his 15th point, I believe.
Yeah, strong performance from Rhubarb so far. Half an hour left, or just over half an hour left.
Yeah, that's going to keep him on pace with some of his CT2 contemporaries. Oh, I see Tetris Time playing on the kill screen over there, the 1.4. Tetris Time, kind of in the vein of Id Kirby. They actually share a lot of similarities. They were both table tappers that played as table tappers in 2024. Picked up rolling, improved very quickly. And as you can see, are now top 32 material.
Ooh, an interesting 22 top out for Eyeball, not what he wants at all. And we are early, so we could do around the grounds. Alex T with 37 points, Scooty with 36. Tetris Time with 22, on level with Eyeball, also on 22. Rhubarb here with 19. And Deck with 16 off stage. Critical with 15 on CT2, and also on CT2 is Tugi with 14. Kirby 11. Wallbant on 10. RedShurt on 9. So 11, 10, and 9 for our other 3 players. And Shadow Knight off stage with 8. SV and Naui with 8 as well. And Gunter with 6. 3 max outs for Gunter.
Wow.
That's really impressive.
Yeah, Gunter's
a DAS player, right?
Yes. Oh no, tapper.
Maybe a tapper. Who knows?
But a 1.2 tapper, so 3 max outs is very
3
solid.
max outs are strong. Better than Floxe, better than Trashman, better than Sharky, and better than Dogpie. And that is the current circumstance.
Another great pace from RedShurt here. For mid 600 into 19.
Luckily gets a Lombard and another one for a Tetris. Parity is back, gets a T to fix it. And one more Tetris. Could get a 580. And Kirby as well.
Yeah,
It's
Kirby
gonna enter
back to the 19 start.
post transition here, 546. So pretty neck and neck here between RedShurt and Kirby.
Some trouble here for Wallbant. Has the left and right built out to enable a down stack, but it's not going to be easy. That Z piece is really uncomfortable, but that bar would have got out. That bar would have got him out of there. But hangs on column 9, and that's tragic.
Not the latest top out in the world, not a disaster for Wallbant, but definitely going to want to take a moment to mentally reset. It's interesting.
Yeah.
If he does 19 starts, he could get 4 games in. If he does 18 starts, he can only get 3. He does choose to do an 18 start.
Yeah. Well, you kind of see from his expression, an hour in, it does take a toll on you.
Yeah, it's very frustrating.
Yeah.
If you have a few duds in a row, or if you're underperforming slightly to your own expectation. Wally definitely someone who will believe in his own ability.
Yeah. Ooh, RedShurt with a hang of that L piece. Bar dependent in column 2, gets a bar to fill it in, and a perfect L piece for columns 3 and 4. I think we're going to see this down stack.
Kirby is in a spot of bother here at 695. Can he get something over to the right-hand side? That S will do nicely. And gets the bar and gets the Tetris. Another bar only goes to column 9.
But gets the bar over to
Another
compensate.
Tetris. But now a messy board after those misdrops. And a messy board here for RedShurt, who exclaims
in frustration, and I think an hour in. The fatigue maybe setting in.
Yeah, 2 hours was brutal. 90 minutes is still quite strenuous, depending on your grip and your, play style. I personally was feeling it in my last couple of games, feeling the bit of pressure in my wrists.
Yeah, it is a bit shorter than previous years, 30 minutes shorter, but the necessitation of kill screen means that you're playing the most physically intensive part of the game a lot more. I think you can say as a roller that, the pieces drop faster, so you have to roll faster.
Of course.
RedShurt breaching kill screen. He could get a max out should he use all of his runway, but gonna commit to 2 burns there.
Gonna need to get up on the kill screen now.
Yeah.
ID Kirby also on 28, an even worse pace for ID Kirby, 845. Gonna need pretty significant kill screen, over 150k. Set up for Tetris, takes a triple. And again, gets a Tetris, 891. RedShurt, 890.
He only needs 10,000 points.
He's going to set up triple. Nice triple awareness.
Nicely done.
I saw a couple of these players, when they're right on the boundary, they would set up for a Tetris, maybe sometimes riskily, but that was good play from RedShurt. Doesn't manage to get those 5 taps to the left-hand side. Now in a bit of a dig situation.
More? No. Level 30, going to claim another victim. But another max out on the board. Kirby has been trucking along. He's gotten his max out on 31. There's a triple and a double back-to-back to bring down his board. And let's see what he can get
Doesn't get
going,
the 5
but
tap.
Can't get that T-piece over. Gets the
gets
bar
another
over.
5 tap.
But I don't think it's going to be enough.
It was interesting. That was one of Kirby's strongest posts of the entire game, but because the scoring 2 was so sub-standard for Kirby's big standards, ended up only being an A. But
what was that,
encouraging signs, actually.
850 into 29?
840 into
840.
Into 29.
Yeah, so had that been a max out, that would have been 1.2,
yeah.
maybe even a 1.3.
And I think, as a player, when I have a good pace into kill screen, my mentality is so different. I seem to always get a better post when I get a 1.1 or a 1.2 into kill screen compared to a 900
I guess because you have the mentality that this could actually have potential.
Yeah, it's interesting because if you have a 1.2 in early 29, that's already a pretty good game. You know, if you top out there, it's still not a bad game compared to 900, where it's just a disaster if you top out.
Yeah, you're already playing
catch up. You end up
catch-up.
playing with a little bit less pressure on you, which can be a real difference maker in a situation like this.
Speaking of transitions, you've got Rhubarb with 1.1. It's going to get a Tetris to bring his board down, but
that S was terrible. Had no place to put it. And it's going to top out at B42. Another 3 points for Rhubarb. Going to move past 20 now, or 22, I think.
and it's just... See some exclamations as Scooty
1.8 for Scooty.
gets his first 1.8. And is hyped.
A plethora of exciting top players playing today on the other stream. So make sure that you have the multi-stream open so you can watch all 4 streams of high-level Tetris action. Speaking of high-level Tetris action, here's Wallbant with 640 on 19, 79% Tetris rate. Definitely a score he'll be looking to convert into a 1.0 or a 1.1 into kill screen, and then
I think Rhubarb, Rhubarb's been playing the best, which is
definitely the most consistent, which is interesting because he's been the only person who's done a 19 start all the way. So maybe there is like a little bit of a lesson there. When you choose a strategy, just stick to it. Because if you flip-flop between 18 and 19, as a lot of these players have done, as actually I did as well, it can sort of disrupt your momentum, disrupt your flow.
Get in your head a bit.
And Rhubarb,
I think Rhubarb's just
very consistent.
Very, very seasoned live in-person competitor. You mentioned before how he's one of the most tenured regional attendants. That's in part because he's native to the Midwest, Minnesota. And
which is where the most Tetris events happen.
That is the Tetris capital of the world these days. They are very, very well nourished in terms of live in-person tournaments. Rhubarb's a beneficiary of that. Also, Meme. Meme is actually the most prolific attendant of regionals since she started playing. We've actually got a new regional stats database that keeps track of all of their performances, and Meme is #1 in most games played in the past 3 years. And she's, of course, also a Minnesota native. We'll be seeing her a bit later. I think she's calling in slot 4.
Slot 4 on CT1.
Of course. Meme, a fan favorite.
Of course. Wally, another fan favorite within the community at least. 893, the host of Toronto, looking for another max out here. A really strong pace, 900 on 25, could get a 1.1.
Yeah, Toronto, that was a tournament that Meme won, in fact.
Yeah, speak of the devil. Over the Canadian outfits.
Several Canadians that are in attendance today, maybe looking for some revenge. Eyeball was there, as was Silly Shark. We saw Silly Shark earlier today. Eyeball's on CT1 right now.
Yeah, and we spoke about debutants earlier. Silly Shark, really impressive qual for him.
Yeah. We saw a 1.4 from him, and
yeah, it was a very, very strong start. Got a 1.4, 1.3, and a 1.1, I think.
But unfortunately had 4 900s.
Yes, petered out after that also.
Yeah, and that just goes to show with these qualifiers, really need to maintain your momentum, keep focus.
And 90 minutes of Tetris at a consistently top level is just so hard. Just even not eating.
Ooh, speaking of top Tetris, Wallbant gets a bar to cash in that 1.1 on 29. Don't tap out soon after.
Managed to get the 5 tap. Still happy with that 1.1.
Yeah. It gets another 3 points.
Rhubarb and Kirby is pretty close here.
Yeah.
Kirby misses that 5 tap, and again has had some issues with his 5 taps today.
Ooh, a rollover from Critical.
I love Critical, bro. Critical's my goat.
Critical, we were actually supposed to commentate Critical
him.
on CT3, but you know, he's too good for us.
Yeah, he's moving up. No,
He's moving up in the world.
After JD's absence, Eyeball was put on CT1 and Critical was put on CT2.
Yeah, Critical showing
Club Zero.
why he's worthy of the big stage. Rollover is huge. That's gonna jump him up to
And a 1.79 for Tetris time.
ooh.
Is that on 35? A 1.79 on 35. Can you call that a joke?
Like 35.
Wow, what a
So,
pace.
in
A
case
2 million pace.
in case you missed that, Tetris time was on a 2 million into 39 pace, even more.
Ends up getting 9 points and you could call it a disappointing game.
Oh my god.
1.4 into 29 live. Tetris time just got a new live world record.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Wait, 1.4 to 29.
1.4. I'm certain that's his first.
Surely.
Ever. And it's
That is a
the
very
first
exclusive
ever.
club.
The first.
That
ever
is
live.
the first. I think isn't that the first 1.4 in competition at all?
Well, it's definitely the first 1.4 live. We saw Dog go close at Genesis.
Because I was watching the Game Scout video this morning, actually, or last night, and the leaderboard was the number one was D99 by Portal in CTL.
Oh, so maybe that is a competition world record. Speaking of competition.
Nice segue there.
With an 867.
Kirby
On
with a max
24.
out on 29. And he's cleaning up his board
Yep.
to enable some more points on the board.
A Tetris will get him this 1.1. Going aggressive for it. Gets a
Bang.
Tetris 1.0.
Gets
100.
rewarded.
Going for another one. Set up again. This left side is a little bit weak. No great burns, but gets that really smart T-tuck. Misses that 5-tap though.
Ooh, would love something for that left side immediately.
Oh, and misses the
can't get the
5-tap.
bar.
And another B on the screen for Kirby.
We've seen heroic 5-tap from Kirby before, but not in that case.
And
But still, another 3 points.
let's turn our attention to Rhubarb. 962. Just a Tetris and change away from this next max out of his.
Yeah. Should he go perfect, this would be another 1.1 into. Going to take a couple burns though, so it's going to be a bit short, but still very well on track to cash in 3 points before it gets too dangerous. Rhubarb really has been the best pre-29 player in this course session.
I would agree. Gets the max out. Now, just a burn away from Killscream. This is actually a pretty dangerous board to take into Killscream. But luckily, as soon as he enters, he gets the Lombard to lower the stack. Now set up for another Tetris.
Just going to take the triple.
Will take him to A91. Could have gone another triple and gotten the 1.1, but set up for a Tetris.
Is he going to pay for that?
Set up again, gets the Lombard. B35.
Gets rewarded. And let's see what else Rhubarb can do. He's shown himself to be incredibly resilient on 29. And another 1.2 with only 16 minutes to go can definitely be the difference. Set up for another
setup
Tetris
again.
on 32.
Doesn't get the 5-tap. Sort of needs a bar now to bail him out.
Gets that 5-tap over.
And
Gets a
mid-high
triple.
dig. This is so tough. Isn't going to be able to get that T over to the left-hand side. Another B. There have been so many Bs today
So
on
many
CT3.
Bs.
I guess. Really, everyone's like below transition right now.
As the players are gearing up for transition, let's thank another one of our sponsors that make these events possible. A new one for this year is the new Rubik's Cube collaboration. So many of our players are cubers. In fact, one of our players on our screen right now is
at least you've got Wallbant actually
Wallbant.
represents Canada.
And Wallbant told me that he can solve the brand new Tetris X Rubik's Cube in under 20 seconds consistently. Can you believe that? 20 seconds to solve the new Tetris X Rubik's. Two classic brands combined to create one unique Tetramino matching brain teaser cube. Includes an iTetramino stand to display with your Rubik's or Tetris collections.
So instead of doing flat colors on the side, you make Tetramos.
Yep. And it's a very interesting pattern.
Who else is a cuber? Dr. on CT4, big into cubing.
Yep.
He actually founded the classic Tetris cubing Discord server.
Right, yeah.
Nice T-spin. Scooter's going to be just short of a rollover.
Still a 1.5. $14 remaining.
We're in crunch time now.
I think only RedShurt is the person who has the potential to get in 2 more games after this one. Everyone else, maybe Wallbant could squeeze one in if he does a 19 start.
Really counting your games.
But this is
yeah. But I think all of our players have locked in gold bracket. RedShrt at 11 points, maybe on the precipice, but looking to get some more this game. It's got a nice 847 on 23, plenty of runway to cash in.
Yeah.
More cushion.
I definitely think 11 points looks like it might be safe this year. A few players on the periphery have maybe underperformed compared to their expectations. And we saw Aaron with 10, we saw Tyler with just 5.
So you might be seeing a very competitive scene.
But this is such a strong pace from RedShurt. 9:43 now.
He would love to get a 1.1 into 29 as Rhubarb did.
That needs to get out of this dig situation. Now long bar dependent. Luckily gets the long bar. And didn't get a Tetris for all of 25. So the pace has diminished a tiny bit, but it's still definitely 1.1 into kill screen. Gets the max out here, so I think that's definitely secured gold for RedShurt now.
Congrats to RedShurt. I think that's 6 gold brackets running. Maybe 7 actually.
Really?
He played 2020. RedShurt would be our most tenured CTWC competitor.
A63 here for RedShurt.
Maybe almost everyone. I don't think anyone has played before 2020. Well, JD would have if he was here. Hopefully he...
Well, Green Tea played before 2020, but I don't think anyone's played 7 in a row. Broden played 2019 as well. And into kill screen here, RedShurt with the 1.1, 3 points on the board. Is going to go for this Tetris setup and
that 1.2
gets the bar,
really nice,
converts it. Doesn't go for the triple. If he had simply gone for the triple, he would have gotten the 1.2. But going aggressive for another Tetris, he ends up only getting a 1.1. So unfortunately, a point less than maybe it could have been due to that aggressive decision making. Let's turn our attention here to Wallbant on the top left. 9:51, but not clean at all. Could get a max out into kill screen, but now with these burns, probably not. But did not know what to do with that J.
And it's just a drought. Is he trying to set up? Oh no.
Goes into kill screen and a 9.63. It's a heartbreaking score for Wallbant. 11 minutes left. He could get 2 games away, but in my opinion, only if he goes for a 19 start. Let's see what he decides to do. RedShurt, in a similar position, has decided to go for an 18 start, and so is Wallbant. So Wallbant and RedShurt both choosing to try and go for one strong 18 start game rather than try and squeeze in 2 19 start games, or 1 19 start game and a 18 start game.
Boyfa in chat cheering on RedShurt and Wallbant. RedShurt has a lot of fans.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
He's a popular guy.
And so does Wallbant.
Wafer
In
was,
fact, Aoife.
Aoife.
Mhm.
Aoife was the runner-up to RedShurt at the Portland region.
Yeah, Aoife, who was here last year. I don't think it's here this year, unfortunately.
Yeah, they played in the silver. Portland regional that Rhubarb hosted at Reed College. Love to see Tetris players getting involved with other aspects of the game and the organisation. Rhubarb, RedShurt, and Wallbant all fully of that. We mentioned Wallbant organising Toronto. Rhubarb, co-organiser of Mini D on the screen with Meme.
And speaking of Rhubarb, the most advanced player in this streams right now, 890 on 26. Is looking for this Tetris, makes a hole. And a tricky sequence of pieces. Probably not the most optimal decision with that T. I think a tuck might have been a little bit better, but still very manageable board state. Gets that 5-tap.
Gets that split double to solve his problems on 27. Can still get that max out for 829.
And gets the Tetris.
In his probably penultimate game, gets him.
Yes. Got 6 burns. He's going to play it safe, but an interesting placement with that T. And he's going to be digging here.
Maybe this might require some burning on 29 to lock down these 2 points. It's not the situation you want to be in. Wallbant was in it earlier. Okay, some singles. Gets a nice double. And the board is all the way down to the bottom.
Just 5,000, 4,000, 2,000, 1,000. Any line clear is going to go for the Tetris.
Okay, there it is. Max out for Rhubarb. Nicely done. That was not
Looking
free.
for the 1.1. Yeah, there was a moment on 28 where I thought this might be another 900 top out on this stream. But now, with a misdrop there, looking for this 1.1. An inimitable clack of the controller.
Yeah, you can see how intense this is. Some players taking their frustrations out on their controller. Set up for the Tetris. Going to take the blade triple.
I think this is a good level of aggression, playing pretty safe, but this stack is rising. Great 5-tap on the left-hand side. Can he reopen the well? But another hole, and nothing he could have done.
Unfortunate. Still
And ID Kirby, meanwhile, got the B86. So,
he completely missed that with 2 entranced by Rhubarb.
well, Rhubarb was in a very interesting dig.
That's another 1.1. It's just been raining 1.1s on CT3.
Definitely.
But they may not be flashy, but they're highly efficient.
Yeah, and with 7 minutes remaining, it's impossible to get 2 games in. Both these players decided to start a game immediately. Oh, and Alex with 1.798, just 1,020 points away from a 1.8. But both these players deciding to go straight into their last game. Meanwhile, RedShurt is going to take his time, take a breather, reset his mentality, and start this 18-start game. ID Kirby with that early top out.
Yeah, as you mentioned before, it's interesting they played on 19. With only 6 minutes to go, there's no chance you can do a 2-for-1. So it's just kind of a...
Just deciding that they can score more on 19 than they can on 18. Because, of course, 19 does score more points than 18 if you play a similar level of efficiency.
Theoretically.
But that's only if you actually play with that similar level of efficiency, which you don't always do.
50% harder for 5% more points.
Yeah. But, you know, for the very best of the best rollers, neither of them are particularly hard, so they might as well play 19. But
Rhubarb making the most of his last 5 minutes. Those that you can't get 2 games in, so he uses a bit of time to just get nice and stretched. nice and loosened up. Wallbant is the furthest ahead. Looking for one more Tetris before 19. All the players pre-transition, let us just thank the SoCal Gaming Expo for hosting CTWC 2026 this year. We're so happy to be back with them for the third year in a row. After Portland Retro Gaming Expo handed off the reins to the Jonas Cup. Pasadena has been lovely, very, very sunny.
Yes.
Great weather, Tetris to stay inside in an air-conditioned room.
Simultaneous early tops here for Rhubarb and RedShurt. Seems as if RedShurt has spilt his water. Spilt his water on the table.
Oh no!
He has 4 minutes to deal with it.
Some water spillage.
Yeah, I saw that. Wallbant, the most advanced of our players here, with the 600k at level 22. Could still get a max out. Meanwhile, Rhubarb, a few early tops in a row, maybe knows that, you know, these games, if he tops out, it doesn't really matter as much. Maybe, yeah. Maybe just resetting for a good pace.
And with our last game, we can start to envision some seeding scenarios. Kirby at 19 points would love some points on the board to cross Silly Shark, possibly Sodium if he gets 1.1 points, also Crab Rangoon. So there are some seeds on the line here.
Yeah, if Rhubarb currently has 27 points, but if he gets a 1.3 here, he would move up to 11th seed. So he'd go from 16th to 11th seed. Because a few players bunched up in that low 30s, high 20s area, like Danby, Cole, EVC Fractal, TMJ.
Oh, Kirby, just kind of a nice rotation there. It looked a bit confused. Maybe he's controlling the train.
Has 2 minutes left to fix up whatever problem is. Just going to go straight back into that 19 start game. Wallbant here, 8-8-4, so on the precipice of another max out for Wallbant.
Speaking of Wallbant, he's in that bunch of plays in the mid-teens in terms of points. He is looking poised to pass Doge. He's also neck and neck with SV and RedShurt, trying to vie for the low 20s, high 30s seed.
SV has a 1.1 on the screen right now, so maybe SV has a little bit more points than that, but honestly, you could call it an underqual for SV.
Yeah.
And there's a little bit of that about. I'd say Fractal was disappointed, I saw, with his qualifier, 31 points.
I did speak to Fractal. Put
Kirby
a lot
with
of
another.
expectations on himself. I think he said he wanted to make top 4 this year.
Well, that's what he said to me, but I don't know what his expectations will be now. He is someone who has been de-rusting, but hasn't played any competitive Tetris for a good while now.
Wallbant looking for a 1.1, takes a triple to bring that on board on level 30. During a nasty drought, as his Tetris ready. Oh my god, it's 30 pieces.
Oh,
But
gets a
comes
Tetris.
right as he reopens the ball. That's what you love
That
to
was
see.
brilliant drought management from Wallbant.
Yeah.
Really managed to take smart skims to keep the well open. Might just play safe, might line out this 1.1. It looks like he's going to do that.
And if he gets this 1.1, he will pass Doge and put
And he
RedShurt
does.
on notice. There it is, on level 33. Nicely done from Wallbant.
Less than a minute to go. You know, if Wallbant tops out now, he'd be able to get another game in,
Oh, true.
which is interesting.
Oh, I don't know. That's quite the gamble.
Yeah,
But every 100,000 points, play out this game right
37
now.
seconds remaining.
But,
Wallbant
oh, I don't know.
with a 1.13.
It looks like he's playing it out. He looks very comfortable on the kill screen. Let's see if he can.
He's basically lining out at this point,
Get a 1.2.
looking to get a safe 1.2,
Oh,
but
some
sparring
misdrops.
here.
Okay, he's got 20 seconds, so he can
So-
start another game.
Wooly has 20 seconds to start a new game.
It's good. It's good. It's good.
So if a referee is able to come, Wally, 10 seconds. 10 seconds. Bro, just start. Just start. 5, 4. Wally, start.
3.
2, 1. I think he started in time. He started in time. I'd say he did. I'd say he did. I'm not a referee, but in my opinion, that was a game started in time for Wally. For some reason, he went down to 11.
Oh my god, was my mic muted the whole time?
Yeah.
Oh no. Just entertaining ourselves, aren't we?
Well, I can be heard, you know. I'm just a crazy person.
That's funny. I guess I was heard through your mic.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Oh no.
That's pretty funny. So final games, Wallbant decided to do an 11 star. Wallbant promised me before the game that his last game would be a 12 star. I think he missed it. He missed it in the excitement.
Yeah, so
He was playing 11
Wallbant was
star.
really cramming in the last game, and in the panic.
You know,
oh no.
we might have to consult a referee with that photo finish of whether he did get this in time. But I'm prepared to give it to him.
Yeah.
On the other games, ID Kirby with 300k. Let's see, Rhubarb has gone down to 18 star for the final game.
So yeah. Which is the optimal play, theoretically.
Wallbant's not pushing down, and he started right at the end, so he's going to be here for like 15 minutes.
In the spirit of Jonas Duval, never push down, always maximize all the thinking time for stacking. So
And-
it's just the way to go.
Rhubarb, the most advanced of these players right now on his final game.
Yeah.
88% Tetris rate. Strong so far. RedShurt at 95.
It's really weird to see 100,000 points and the green Petronymos at the same time.
Yeah. It's a rare start 11.
Yeah. 11 does have better pace potential than 12. Wait, you're so true. It's actually the optimal play.
Yeah, I'd say the most common lower starts, they tend to be 9, 12, 13, 15. You don't see too often 10 or 11 or 14.
Yeah, the competition standards tend to choose the least efficient levels for some reason.
Because they're always, the competitions like to choose level transitions which go immediately into a
Faster level
faster speed.
Yeah.
So like, that's why 12 is picked instead of 11. First ever 11 start in CTW's history, I'm told by Adam Iron.
That's so good. Wallbant making history.
But it's the same reason why 15 is chosen. Oh, a top out for RedShurt.
Oh, that's
going to
tragic.
be it. Ends with however many points. Didn't actually end up seeing that final point counter for RedShurt. But a solid qual, definitely in gold.
Yeah. 14, I think.
I think 14. That's good. That's solid. We'll be waiting to see who his round 0 opponent is tomorrow. ID Kirby here on a pretty good pace. Rhubarb, a pretty high dig, but some nice burns, gonna dig it down.
Ed Kirby goes into 19 as we hear max out on CT4. Wallbant maintaining 85% Tetris rate on level 11, so he's making the most of it.
Yeah, I think this is a strong pace. I hope he lines out to 39.
He's still rolling as well.
Yeah,
You got to maintain maximum mobility.
that's pretty good. Tetris here for Rhubarb, 784.
Ooh, Kirby misses a spin, unfortunately.
Yeah, Kirby with a bit of ball complications. Well done, the people who were clapping on classic Tetris 4.
848 for Rhubarb on 25.
Another Tetris, 70% Tetris rate, 880 with quite a few Tetrises to go before the 29 transition. Could get a 1.1 here, 911. Never forget. On 25 here, 724 for ID Kirby, and lagging a little bit behind on level 11, Wallbant.
90 lines in.
Wallbant wasting everyone's time. What a troll.
Rhubarb,
Today,
another great pre-transition game for him.
Yeah, gets that Tetris. Max out
For Rhubarb. Proving himself to be kind of head and shoulders above everyone else on CT3. He's been great, throwing down tons of 1.1s and 1.2s. And this is going to be no different. He's looking for a 1.1 into 29 should he get this Tetris. Waiting for a bar. Taking the skims.
Okay.
And gets it. B33 into 29 for Rhubarb, and it's a nice flat stack to continue scoring. Sets up a Tetris to that Aki bar, but bar doesn't come soon enough and just going to burn it down.
Looks like he's going to be playing a bit safer.
Yeah.
Does have a hole, but he's going to use that long bar into the well to deal with. A B58 here. If he gets a 1.3, he could go all the way up to 32 points, which would be really good for him.
Set up briefly, but burning it down immediately. Yeah, I think he is playing a little bit safer, knowing that this is his last game. And I've been really impressed with Rhubarb's rolling.
Yeah, he's been very consistent.
It's looked incredibly clean. He's been able to resist some really challenging boards.
Yeah, and his top scorer, you could say only a D13 or whatever.
Yeah.
It is. Getting a bit high here, nice L, it's going to clean that away.
Yeah, we've seen most of Rhubarb's skill on the kill screen with digs, not
Speaking
high
of kill
scoring.
screen, Kirby here with a max out.
Well, now Rhubarb's going aggressive.
Are we
Can't
gonna
get
miss
that
that?
5-tap.
So with that 4-pointer, Rhubarb ends on 31 points, level with Fractal and Evesy. So really impressive showing from Rhubarb.
Incredible.
Kirby here with a 1.1.
Still going.
Still going, gets a Tetris. B69 here for ID
Nice
Kirby.
T-tuck.
Playing pretty aggressively. Set up for another Tetris.
Can he get the bar?
Needs to
Reopens the well,
What a
gets that
five-tap.
T over. That's going to really enable him some
Oh, but
leeway.
doesn't get the square over to the
Oh,
left-hand
and
side,
that
and then he
blocks the
blocks his well
well.
immediately. So a B79 in his final game for...
Id Kirby. He's going to finish at 22 points,
Yeah, I think
I
so.
believe. That's
Should
gonna.
we commentate Wallbant's game really loudly?
Oh my God! Is on level 16.
Wallbant gets the Tetris on level 16 to move up to 495,000.
The drama. No, but Id Kirby's 3 points is gonna leapfrog Silly Shark, Sodium, and Crab Rangoon. So really well done. Not Wallbant, Id Kirby. Yeah. So really well
Kirby.
done.
Wallbant with a 500,000 score on level 17.
A half max
Could
out.
even get a mid 500k transition.
Did
Gets the
Wallbant?
Tetris.
Did Wallbant do a level 9 start? No, even better. He did
a
a
level 11 start.
level 11 start.
He fat fingered the level 12
Mythical.
and accidentally did level 11. But he's made good pace out of this pre-transition.
But
534,000 here.
he's finally made the transition after this Tetris. And there it is.
Has a transition from a level 11 start. I've never seen the like. The first ever level 11 start in CTWC history.
583 into as well. It's pretty solid.
Oh, an SV.
Ooh.
1.6 in this final game.
Great.
A great pace recovery here for SV after having a bad start, you could say.
Yeah, great
now
redemption.
All eyes on Wallbant.
Wallbant, the last remaining player. Is everyone in CT4 done?
Everyone is done apart from Wallbant.
Everyone lock in on Wallbant. It's good. I see Critical also finished with the B44, Tetris Time with a C55,
and Tuggy with an A45.
The max out.
So
solid scores on CT2.
A finalized score sheet for those players. Tetris Time ended with 42, one more than Guafi's 41. So
wow.
Really impressive score from Tetris Time.
And
5th seed he is.
Yeah, and
Wow.
off stream, shout out to Deck getting 23 points.
Yeah, the best off-stream player so far.
Yeah,
23 points, really impressive.
Not even in the limelight.
From the
25.
From the player.
Excuse me, 25.
Sorry. And with a top score of 1.2, I mean, Deck was just really consistent.
Yeah, just like Rhubarb.
Yeah. Yeah, Deck, someone who's not played in a long time, barely played any Tetris,
Yeah.
let alone comp. Wallbant with a missed 5-tap over to left-hand side, gets the 5-tap! 7:36.
The game lives on. I mean, this is still max out pace. There's still points on the board here. No! Oh, no.
Can he dig out of this?
Wait, gets the bar over.
Shaking his head as if he can't do it, but I know he can. Come on, Wallbant. The level 11 start.
You got this.
Needs another piece, needs another long bar. It comes one piece too late.
No
this is
bar.
the left tap. Can he get over?
Gets the bar over.
This might be
Will
the
the
highest
level 11
score ever
start
on a
live
level 11 start. This might be the first game anyone's ever
Oh
played.
my goodness, history continues. What a dig from Wallbant. That was 17 rows up for at least 20, 30 lines.
With a 7:76, he has fallen behind his max out pace.
He's the last player in the building to still be qualifying, and he's making the most of it.
Everyone else is packed up. People are literally warming up for the next session. He's hogging someone's seat because he decided to do a never before seen level 11 start. 800k on 27.
Can
he get the Tetris? Boom, Tetris for
Not
Wallbant.
even going to be 902, but we've still got the kill screen.
What will Wallbant's strategy be on the kill screen? Will he decide to line out and as a result complete one of the longest games in CTWC history?
Come on, 839.
Great dig.
Bang!
Tetris
for Wallbant.
880 from this level 11 start.
Can we see the max out?
Oh,
another dirty
Tetris.
Tetris. He's in his element. Everything is prepared him for this moment. Oh, those are some bad pieces though.
What can he do?
Whoa,
can he
gets
get
them
out of
over.
this? This is going to take a world famous dig.
Oh,
and
and
he
that's
can't do
it.
And Wallbant has officially wasted 20 minutes of everyone's time for no reason at all.
CT3, 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 CT3.
What a game. Can you sum that up in a word?
Incredible.
That was incredible. I agree. Exciting, exhilarating stuff.
We're a bit behind schedule, but we'll, me and Eve will sign off for now. Thank you so much.
Yep. And
for
I'm
watching.
going to have a wee.
Yes. And congrats to the players.
Congrats to the players. Great performances on this CT3. And especially the last
Absolutely.
game from Wallbant.
Stick around. In 15 minutes, we've still got more Tetris to be played.
Yep. And so, thank you and goodbye.
Goodbye.